Okay, let's dive in. Big news from the Union Cabinet recently. A major incentive scheme cleared. We're talking 1,500 crore.
That's right, a really significant figure, and it's aimed squarely at boosting critical mineral recycling here in India.
So this deep dive is all about unpacking that, what it means, why it's happening now, and maybe first, what exactly are critical minerals?
Good question. Essentially, they're minerals vital for economic development and national security.
Hmm.
The Ministry of Mines has a list, lithium, cobalt, nickel.
Stuff needed for batteries, EVs.
Exactly. And also rare earth elements, crucial for all sorts of high-tech applications. These are the building blocks of modern industry.
Got it. So for you listening, especially if you follow UPSC topics, the economy, current affairs, this is basically a quick guide to a really key policy. We want to look at the goals, the features, the implications.
And it's important to see where this fits. This 1,500 crore scheme, it's actually part of a much bigger initiative, the National Critical Mineral Mission, or NCMM.
Ah, okay. The overarching mission.
Yeah. That one's got a budget of around 34,300 crore over 7 years. The whole idea is to build a resilient and self-reliant supply chain for these minerals in India. Future-proofing, essentially.
Which brings us to the why behind this specific incentive scheme. I assume reducing import dependence is high on the list.
Absolutely. That's probably the primary goal. Building up our own domestic capacity, making our supply chains less vulnerable. I mean, look at rare earths. Something like over 70% of India's imports come from China.
70%. That's quite a dependency. Creates strategic risks, surely.
It definitely does. So this scheme tackles that head-on by encouraging recovery from secondary sources. Boosting our recycling capacity is key.
Recycling, right, instead of just digging more out of the ground.
Exactly. It supports those key industries we mentioned, semiconductors, EV batteries, renewables, even defense, all sectors hungry for these minerals.
So, okay, let's get into the specifics of the scheme itself, the 1,500 crore one. What are the key features?
Well, first, the timeline. It's set for 6 years, kicks off in the financial year 2025-26, and runs through to 2030-31.
6 years. And who gets the incentives? Is it just the big players?
No, and that's quite interesting. It's designed to be inclusive. Both large established recycling companies and smaller or even new players are eligible.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, and get this. 1/3 of the total funds are specifically earmarked just for those small and new beneficiaries.
A third. So they're really trying to encourage new entrants and maybe innovation from smaller outfits?
Seems like it. The incentives can support setting up new units, expanding existing ones, modernizing, diversifying. It's pretty broad, fostering a whole ecosystem.
And what materials are they targeting? What kind of scrap are we talking about?
The eligible feedstock is quite specific, things like e-waste, which is obviously a huge growing strain.
Huge, yeah.
Then lithium-ion battery scrap, critically important with the EV push. And also catalytic converters from old vehicles. They contain valuable metals too.
So quite targeted towards existing waste streams that are rich in these minerals.
Exactly. It's about tapping into what's already there, this sort of urban mining concept.
Okay, bringing it back to the bigger picture then. How does this specific scheme, this recycling push, feed into those main goals of the National Critical Mineral Mission?
It's a direct contributor. The NCMM aims to enhance domestic capacity across the board, exploration, mining, processing, and recycling. This scheme directly boosts that last part, the recycling and processing.
So it's a key piece of the puzzle for achieving self-reliance.
Absolutely. It aligns perfectly with the whole Atmanirbhar Bharat's vision. It's fundamentally about ensuring India's mineral security for the long term, making sure we have the resources we need for future growth.
So the key takeaway here seems to be that this 1,500 crore isn't just money, it's a strategic investment. It ties together self-reliance, national security, and industrial policy under that NCMM umbrella. It's about securing domestic supply.
Precisely. It's a very calculated move to address a known vulnerability and turn it into a strength.
Which leaves us with a thought, perhaps, for you to mull over.
Yeah, how might this focused investment in recycling actually reshape India's geopolitical position over the next decade? And what could it mean for innovation in, say, green energy or defense right here at home? It could be quite transformative.